Good evening, folks. This is our 2021 Tesla Model 3 long range, and what's significant about this car is this is the facelift example that Tesla brought out. So there are a raft of updates that you can read about. You only need to Google it, which will tell you about some of the updates that Tesla did. Excuse me while I just fix this that Tesla did for the 2021 model. So it's the longest range you can buy pretty much of any electric car. It's 364 mile quoted range with it as it is today. So for example, they've got these Aero Covers on the alloy wheels. Now you can take these off if you want to see the 18-inch twin spoke wheels. I think they are 10 spoke wheels. You can take them off if you want to reveal them, but obviously that aids aerodynamic efficiency and gives you more range. Now some of the updates are a heat pump, so you get quicker and easier. I'm going to leave these now because they keep falling off. But you get quicker and easier heating in the car, better air conditioning, so it makes it a lot nicer for use in winter or summer. And you also get a power tailgate as well as an updated interior. So let's start with the boot. So now, like I say, you get an electric boot lid with power close, of course. You just press the button there, so that's a really nice feature to have and one you'd expect of a car of this sort of caliber. All the Tesla bits are here as you'd expect. A big boot. You've got the manual and the charging cable there. Now the boot's a really good size, so please don't think it's not. You've also got the emergency cable release there. But yeah, I think it's a really practical yet fast and efficient family car. Now compared to say a Polestar or some of the other cars that are in this bracket, this is probably the most spacious out of all the cars you can find. So we'll close that. You still get with Tesla the key card, so to open and close the car you're still using the key card rather than an actual key. You still get the frameless glass doors. Obviously you just simply push the button there to open them. Get the leatherette style interior as before. Now these seats do drop down, so you can actually drop all this down for flat space, and with these all down the loading space is vast, so it becomes then even bigger for you to load stuff on if that's something you want to do on the odd occasion. Got the twin cup holders there in the center armrest, twin USB-C ports for fast charging your iPhone or Android device. You've got the vast glass roof that goes all the way across the car, so literally from the bottom of the windscreen to above the front passengers, the rear passengers, all the way to the tailgate, you've got glass all the way, which makes it a really nice bright interior. Loads of leg room as well. And then moving on to the driver's side, just to mention as well, you've still got that front tailgate, that front boot if you like, which is very useful to have. Moving on to the driver's side, so you've got this lovely satin wood finish, which is nice and modern and fresh, and gives it a really good appearance compared to some of the old brighter woods. You get the Alcantara and leather finish to the doors. And again, the button there to open it automatically, and the window controls, and you've got all the seat controls. These have been updated as well. Seats have been updated to give you more support. There's a lot of updates here which really make the 21 model worth going for over the previous generation. Even the qualities, just everything's been updated, so this leather feels better. Just the way it opens and closes here, much nicer. Now this has been changed as well, because before you had that gloss black finish here which just constantly got fingerprints and was a nightmare, and it all opened up here, so it was very difficult to sort of use it properly. So now they've changed that. You've got this great space here where you can just slide a phone, your passenger's phone, perfect. It's got a little groove there and a groove there, and then this is now all satin matte finish, so doesn't get marks. Still loads of space to store stuff. Still get the cup holders, still lit, and of course that goes underneath there as well. So it's still a very practical thing. Now I'm just trying to remember. Oh yeah, you've got to do it from the screen to open the glove box. The steering wheel's still electronic. You can adjust that. You got the wipers, the drive, key card. Right. Okay. Yeah, you've got to put the key there. Let me just remember where I've put it. Bear with me 2 secs, folks. I think I might have put it on the table. 2 moments. Yes, it's there. Right. Let's take the key card. So there you go. You get this little wallet. It's got 2 keys in it, 2 cards. You can actually program the card to your phone as well, so you can just open the card with your phone. You don't need to have the key cards on you. You can authorize other people to do so as well. So, but nevertheless, let's show you that now. So you literally just put the key here, and then you can actually start the car. So you can see there the seat moves straight away, the steering wheel moves up, and voila. Now there are speakers everywhere, as you can see. The sound system in these is fantastic. But yeah, let me show you some of the features of this 2021 car. So, for example, you've got your premium subscription service, which is your internet. That's only about $9.99 a month. That's free until, I've put it on the ad, I think it's early next year. So that gives you Spotify, TuneIn, it gives you Google or satellite image maps, etc. Essentially, all the internet you could potentially want. So yeah, really worth having. You can literally search for any songs. I know when we had a Tesla, literally the kids in the back would say, right, I want to play this song, Greatest Showman, or whatever it is they wanted, or something orange, I can't think what they call it now. But anyway, Frozen, whatever you want, you can literally search for it and it pulls it up. So it's really easy to use and search for any song you want. So yeah, well worth having the premium subscription. Now you can see there the nav. Let's just go back to that. Let's pull that down. See there the nav, we've got the just trying to think how you make that bigger now, I can't remember. But anyway, you've got the full satellite image navigation there. Really, really easy to use, really good. And it'll show you, sort of traffic updates, etc. I think that takes, yeah. So that takes it now to non-satellite image mapping. You've got the open and close for the trunks, lock and unlock, etc. Open the charging port. Now bear in mind, this car, if you wanted to set the limit all the way up to here, you could do, but on day to day you should keep it up to sort of 80-90% there, to give it a good range. Now this has obviously got the latest charging port, so you can fast charge it. Now, there's loads of 50 kilowatt chargers you can find. Just simply download the Zap map, which is the one that everyone tends to use, and it will take you to the nearest charger. It'll tell you if anyone's using it right there and then, and how successful it was, if it was working, etc. So well worth having that. With a supercharging, it's very quick. You can probably charge the car up in typically around 2.5 hours from empty to full. But generally, what you'll be at sort of 20%, go up to 80% in about an hour and a half. So well worth having. But yeah, you can you can pretty much close charge port. You can do everything from the main screen here. Now you've also of course got. Let's just pull this up. I always struggle to get this up on the Teslas. Oh, there we go. There you go. So you've also got heated seats, and you can. You've got dog mode there as well. So if you've got a dog in the car whilst you're not in the car, you want to go out somewhere to a shop, you can leave, in theory, the car in, and it will leave the Sentry mode on, but also disable intrusion sensors, and put the air on for the pets as well, so they're not left in the heat or without air. Go to the heat modes there. So of course you've got all the seats heated, including the middle seat at the back. The steering wheel heated, so everything's heated on this car, which you don't get on some of the earlier models as well. So the 2021 update was really worth having. There's just so many different options that are on here that you don't get necessarily on some of the earlier ones, and I think it's well worth seeking one of these out. We'll switch that off for now. Off, there we go. Let's look at the Sentry Mode. So this gives you your parking cam, but also gives you a dash cam, so you can actually access that on your phone and have like a live dash cam which will record any footage if needs be. You can see there different displays that you can or different menus you can flick through for the car just on that screen there. Music we've already shown you, which you can play with. Look, you can press your wipers there as well. Cameras, again, you can go straight from here if you like. You've got a calendar. You need to connect your phone. You've got the charging, which I've shown you. The web. So if you want to use this as just a computer and go on Google or BBC or whatever you want to do, you can do that from this screen here. And of course, you've got things like entertainment. So you've got the racing game, so you can actually use the steering wheel and pedals to actually control the car in the game, which is pretty cool. There's asteroids, there's loads of different games there you can play, or the kids can play if they're bored. Toy box as well, so lots of fun things that you can have a little go with. I won't show you them all now, but for example, you've got the whoopee cushion, so if somebody there you go, if you find that amusing. I know my kids do. For some reason, I don't know why, when you're younger it just is always funny. But there you go. There's loads of little fun things on this car that you're always discovering new things with Teslas. I love them. I think they're great. You just no other car does everything like Tesla does, and none of the other manufacturers have done something exactly like this. Now, steering wheel is all electric, so you can actually adjust the steering wheel. You can see here, in and out, up and down. Really, really good. I like that. Down there you go. Yeah, so you can play with that. Mirrors as well. You can adjust the settings for those and adjust the actual mirrors with the steering wheel button. What else? Display brightness. Let's just make it a little bit brighter actually while we're here. So that's just one sub menu. Then you can go to this menu. So you've got auto lights, you've got the dome lights, you've got ambient lights. You go to the locks, so you can see there the key cards, etc. Display mode, and then of course there's all these. And there's the driving. You've got creep. Well, that's when you're stopping if you want the regenerative braking, which obviously means when you come off the accelerator, the car will automatically slow down. Obviously you can adjust the steering. I personally like it on comfort. Chill standard mode as well. Auto steer, car's got, doesn't have the full enhanced autopilot mode, but to be fair, it's an option you can download and pay for if you want. But having experienced and driven Teslas with full enhanced autopilot, I don't think it's worth the money. It can't drive itself because the law won't allow the car to do so. So essentially, it's just for all intents and purposes, it's just an adaptive cruise control that stops at lights when it comes off the motorway. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't think worth the money it costs. But if you do really want it, you can simply download it on the app, and it will download it to the car. But like I say, don't expect anything different from normal sort of adaptive cruise control that you get with most cars anyway. Safety and security. Now, again, I mentioned the Sentry Mode, so you've got the dash cams there that you can play with if you like. You can also have a pin on the car, so if somebody wants to go in and drive, they've got to enter your pin. All the service stuff is there. And then software, so it's a Model 3 long range, just over 6,000 miles. I apologise, it says here full self-driving computer. I could be wrong. Garage door open, not install. Autopilot computer, full self-driving computer. I'm not sure if that means, as far as I'm aware. Oh well, hold on. Autopilot included. Yeah, but they do three different modes. There's autopilot, there's enhanced autopilot, and full self-drive. So this is the autopilot, which essentially means you've got adaptive cruise control, enhanced autopilot, and then you've got the full self-drive. Again, not really hugely different for driving on normal roads because you won't see anything different. So you can see the premium connectivity expires April 22. I can't guarantee that transfers over. Sometimes Tesla can be a bit funny, and when you put the car in your name, they'll say no, you've got to subscribe to it yourself, but it's there currently. But yeah, if you look here, additional vehicle information, it says you've got the premium audio system, full self-driving computer, garage door opener not installed, Intel Atoms, it's got the latest processor, and then it's got its four-wheel drive. Essentially, it's got a motor at the front and a motor at the back. So that's that. I'm just trying to work out how to get rid of this. This screen here, but I'm not sure. So I'd have to play with that in my own time for the time being. But yeah, I think you've got the picture. The car itself is fabulous. The seats are very comfortable. I find that with all Teslas, the seats are fantastic. Let's just open. There we go. So to get out, you press that, and the door just pops open. But yeah, you've got additional storage here. So as well as the boot, you could use the front just to store your storage, to store your cables. What I would do. So your charging cables can go here, or you can put a few shopping bags in there if you don't want them going all over the boot. But yeah, really, really useful, all the Teslas. They're very practical cars is what I think. And of course, this one being the long range, you get the best range out of all of them. It is a really, really good car that you can literally take anywhere. But yeah, 2021 Tesla Model 3, there you go. I'm going to take the key cards out now, as I've shown you the car. And I think, like I say, it's a one-owner car. You've got the charging cables, you've got everything with it that you could possibly want. It's in a really nice colour of all black. And personally, I think it's the way forward. So if you are interested in this Tesla Model 3, simply give us a call, drop us an email or a text. One of the team will be more than happy to assist, and we can go from there. If you have any other questions that you'd like to ask me, I don't pretend to be a Tesla expert, but I like to think I know a fair amount about them. I'll be more than happy to answer in any way and help in any way I can. And that's pretty much it, folks. That's our Tesla Model 3 long range, 2021, just over 6,000 miles in all black. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Just to add to what I said earlier, in terms of Tesla warranty, you get 4 years on the car and 8 years on the battery. That's standard across all Teslas. So obviously this car has got pretty much nearly all the warranty left on it as well, because it's registered this year in 2021. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Good night.